Oh my God. Welcome into the blockchain basement. Welcome on, welcome all to the live stream of what could be the most historical live stream for Bitcoin yet, as we are right on the edge of breaking that intense $100,000 price level. It's been an incredible week, an incredible month for Bitcoin. Can we break this level today? We're going to be watching it live. We also are going to be answering the question I myself have been asking as I've been watching XRP freaking double over the past few weeks. How high can XRP really go? And did I make a massive mistake rolling out of XRP into Near Protocol? Let's see what the two comparisons would be and just kind of paint the picture of where this overall market is going from. I have adjusted my price targets for XRP, seeing that it has broken out, shown some good upside, but want to keep it based as we always do here in the blockchain basement. I appreciate every single one of your support. Make sure to smash the like, share the stream on your way in, help us grow. We are growing on YouTube. It looks like we're at, let's see, 64,500 subscribers. We're gaining like 100 a night. This is great to see. And make sure to follow me on X/ oh, I'm raw dogging this. I got to get a new picture too. Let me know what you guys think I should use for the background picture here, but follow me at Druth Crypto on Twitter. And you know what? Make sure that you're becoming a member. If you got an extra $1.25 a week to stay as part of the bedrock of our foundational support here, it's $1.25 a week, $5 a month. You can become a member of the blockchain basement and support me, my family, and the work that I do to bring you guys the alpha every single day. Isaac, I think, is sick once again. He's not doing too well, so I'm hoping that Isaac is feeling all right. I see the queen of memes also sick up in the chat. What up? Ready to hit hot fire? Veteran Crypto, Crypto Steve of the Deadwood, Alden, Ozzy Lagunas, thanks for subscribing, brother. Gun, Nicole Ministator needs your guys' advice on how to overcome the sickness she's going through. This sickness getting all kinds of folks. Faden Tradfi, Jay, Crypto Naughty. He's got the basement NFT shit. We're going to do something insane with that. Me and TJ have been talking about it. The outlook for the company, absolutely incredible. And the people that were the bedrock buying the NFT, sub 15,000 subscribers, you have a special place in me and TJ's heart. So we've been talking about it. What up, 2Pump Crypto Chump should show, oh God, a photo of the Bencoin chart as my background. Potentially. What is up? Isaac, sick, possibly because of the draft. Jay's Drone, be on the lookout for the SEC Chairs meme coin. The next SEC Chairs meme coin. That's some great alpha. Thank you for the super chat. Bitcoin Bandicoot gifted the memberships. Appreciate that very much. PJ and Kim picked up that membership. You guys are freaking awesome. But without further ado, let's look into these charts, folks. Now, first and foremost, I'm in long. I've been working hot and heavy there, so I didn't post exactly when I went into this thing, but my entry point is right at around $97,800. Right now, I think, where am I at? Let's see here. I'll get my box out of the way. If I can scroll down here. Okay, so we're doing decent. We're up like $98. I am hedging this with an XRP short from the, I think it was like $1.47. And this does not mean that I think XRP is going to zero from hitting $150. If you want to look at why I saw that opportunity, which it might not play out, but I'm schlonging, and I whipped my schlong out for the first time in my trading history, is because of this. So we pull this baby out here. Where is this? Okay. So we go here, and right as it hit $1.50, basically $1.50 flat, just wham! Oh, 2Pump Crypto Chump with the 10 memberships. God damn, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So I'm seeing a little bit of a heavy resistance level at this $1.50 range, just in the short term for XRP. I'm going to talk about my long-term price prediction, and no, it is not zero. I don't think XRP is going to zero. We'll just get that out of the way. Now, at large, I will look at this on the liquidation heat map. there's another reason why I saw a potential opportunity here. Let's go to the 24, or maybe we can leave it here at the 24-hour, but honestly, like, let's zoom in. So there are going to be liquidations happening at $1.45, it looks like. So at the larger time frames, 24-hour, I saw this bad boy down here at $1.33. It's got a little bit of a higher low just in the midterm, the excitement. It's up 30% on the day, so I'm just expecting a slight haircut. I do not plan on leaving this trade open. As you can see, there's also pain to be had if it hits $1.51 on the trade side. So I'm letting it ride, kind of hedging my bets here and having fun. Glad to see XRP is not dead, because there's a lot of people that hold crypto that I don't want to see fail. And it's been an asset that I've held since 17 cents. And what I did is I got out of it around November, December of 2023, and I swapped it all into Near Protocol. And I'll give you my reasoning why as we get further on into the show to the altcoins section. But first and foremost, it's almost Thanksgiving, folks. You have to prepare yourselves to be this guy. Check him out. Looking down upon the plebs that do not own any Bitcoin. Yes, all the way up there in the top realm of the rafters. Shout out, honestly, to everyone that's going to be experiencing this kind of conversation walking into this Thanksgiving. It's going to be huge. Shout out to $0 Giro for dropping the memberships as well. I really, really appreciate you. Nick Dunn, got to make sure. Did you get your t-shirt? Let me know in the chat. I'll try to catch that. Now, this is kind of what it's felt like for altcoins up till now. We do see things waking up, but basically, it's been a strangle contest. Bitcoin just hammering altcoins, but I think we're seeing the tide turn on this. Let's go to CoinMarketCap and check out who the top gainers are. Pretty shocking. Old school projects. XRP at $1.46. Stellar Lumens off the top ropes at 30 cents right now. Cardano sitting here right under $1. Absolutely incredible to see this. Algorand, 24 cents. Not a huge move. It's like a double up from its kind of average spot at 12 cents, but it's alive. It didn't die. That's great. Cosmos, Jesus, unbelievable. Crypto Steve, I got to read this $5 super chat. XRP is the antithesis of Bitcoin. I don't care how much it could go up. It's a solid no for me. No to banks, no to CBDCs, no to centralization. That is also my feelings about it, but also the upside potential. I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you why the upside potential I feel like can be found in a kind of surprising manner. Now, Avalanche getting up to $40. That is insane. Avalanche consolidated for quite a while at the $24, $25 level. Now we're breaking up, trying to hit $40. That's great. Hedera, HBAR, EOS. This is how you know insanity is here when EOS is pumping like it is. ICP broke above $10. Not dead. Not going to buy it still. I don't see any arbitrage available on the total value locked compared to token price as it sits right now. That may change. Polkadot, it's at $6.29. Definitely waking up. There you go. Shout out to Elevator Man, my bro, with the gifting of the 5 memberships as well. Everyone's picking up memberships. This is like, I'm like Oprah. This is a membership on the Yucha. Make sure to join the OG Discord chat. Get in there. It's the best community in crypto. Absolutely love having you guys, all the new members. The link for the Discord can be found in our YouTube video today. Click the live, you go to here. I'll just show you where to find it. This is where you can find all the access, because we do have some pretty good perks going for 2-bit traders as well. But you can click the link in the Discord here and get access to the OG chat. And you can also trade with us on 2-bit. Use code BASEMENT. And if you click this link, it takes you to a pretty awesome deal we have going on right now. Let's see how many days we have left. I believe it should be about 23 days. Yes, 23 days and 22 hours to get in and get some huge rebates. You can receive 10% of your deposit rebate and a trading bonus of up to $1,700 to get you started on your trades in 2-bit. Let's see how these trades are doing. We're rolling over just a touch on XRP, but honestly not much. It's basically at my entry point right now, so we'll see how this rolls out. And the Bitcoin trade up 35% right now, so we're looking pretty juicy as far as schlonging it so far, but I had to assume it would be juicy when I whip my schlong out, of course. Now, let the games begin. Bitcoin hits 98,000, correction, 99,500. Boss, why are you late? You, watch your damn mouth. That is the vibes we're rolling into 2025 with, and I am here for it. Now, what do we have here? $7.3 trillion asset manager Charles Schwab, incoming CEO, says, I have not bought crypto and now I feel silly. This is the FOMO kicking in to even the largest fund managers on the planet right now. Charles Schwab feeling silly for not having bought crypto. Boy, howdy. Remember when this channel started, we were at a $17,000 Bitcoin. Everyone was saying $10,000. Me and TJ came downstairs. We said, no, this is the line. This is where I am buying. I am backing up the truck. And then since then, we found some really great projects to increase the velocity of the gains along the way. And I really feel like this channel is going to mint many millionaires in the next year. So shout out to you if you are one of the people that's been positioned ahead of Charles Schwab to experience one of the greatest wealth transfers in human history right before our eyes. It's a fantastic time to be alive. Now we have this from Senator Cynthia Lummis talking about the government potentially selling its gold to buy Bitcoin. Let's have a listen.
You know, we got off the gold standard a long time ago. My question is how much you would spend tax dollars at a time where we're talking about trying to reduce costs. How much would you spend on Bitcoin as part of this reserve?
We wouldn't have to spend any new dollars. We have reserves at our 12 Federal Reserve banks, including gold certificates that could be converted to current fair market value. They're held at their 1970s value on the books, and then sell them into Bitcoin. That way, we wouldn't have to use any new dollars in order to establish this reserve. The United States already holds over 200,000 Bitcoin in the asset forfeiture funds. So that would be the initial source of Bitcoin. So no new money spent on this reserve.
Good God. They're thinking about selling the gold reserves of the United States and buying Bitcoin with it. What an amazing flippening that would be. Holy cow. Shout out to Cynthia Lummis for all of this work that she's doing. You know, we talk about Trump being the big proponent of moving Bitcoin to new highs again, but Cynthia Lummis, in my opinion, is going to be up there with Michael Saylor, Trump with his presidency and open regulation and openness to crypto in the United States. Cynthia Lummis is going to be at the top of that pile of people that were the most important adopters of Bitcoin for America and really the world. This is a massive, massive signal. Gold is a $17 trillion asset class right now. Crypto sitting here at $3 trillion, okay? So we not only talk about the flipping of that and the money to flow out of gold into Bitcoin, but then nation states hammering into it with their created fiat currency to buy value. We're setting up for just an amazing time in humanity. And I had to give a shout out to Peter Schiff. He's obviously pretty hot and bothered by this conversation. He comes out, if Trump actually establishes a crypto advisory council, it should not include anyone from the crypto industry itself, given their extremely biased views. Instead, it should be comprised of experts who don't even own any Bitcoin and therefore can make objective recommendations. Now, I must ask you this, because I had a hot reaction. I just told him, shut up, Peter. Just shut up, okay? And a lot of people agreed with me on him just shutting up here. But I want to ask you in the chat, is it wise to have someone who doesn't own crypto and or doesn't understand the industry come in and be a crypto advisory council lead for the United States as we head into this? Or would it better us to have someone with experience in this field to actually lead up this charge? Hit 1 in the chat if you think that someone should own crypto and understand it to come in and handle this, or if you think that they need to be agnostic and not know anything about it. Hit 2 in the chat. I'm honestly interested in your opinions about this. I had many, many questions about this cut in my eye. This is squarely on the shoulders of my children. They saw a picture of Ronaldo with a little cut in his eye. Like, Daddy looks like Ronaldo, but he doesn't have a cut. So then my wife's like, we're going to cut your eyebrow. Here I am. I'm a sucker for my kids. I'm a sucker for my wife. And I have a cut eyebrow. So there you go. The gangster in me is not coming out just from Georgia. It was always there. Now, what do we have here? This is probably going to get some people offended, but the mindset of the normie right now when it comes to Bitcoin versus pop culture icons, this is an absolutely incredible short to show on where the mindset really is of the average person.
So ticket, obviously.
A Bitcoin.
We're asking people if they'd rather have a Taylor Swift concert ticket or one Bitcoin.
Taylor Swift ticket. Taylor Swift ticket, obviously.
A Bitcoin. Guaranteed.
I'll have to take the Bitcoin on that one.
Taylor Swift.
No.
Taylor Swift ticket.
No.
I would rather have one Bitcoin.
For me, one Bitcoin.
Taylor ticket.
Definitely Taylor.
Bitcoin.
Hey, shout out to her. All right.
Would rather have one Bitcoin. I can buy Taylor Swift a song to perform live at my birthday for 90 grand.
There you
Taylor
go.
Swift tickets. A Taylor Swift ticket.
One Bitcoin.
I already have a ticket, so I'll take the Bitcoin.
Hey, two based women so far.
Tickets. Taylor Swift ticket.
It depends on where it is. If it's floor seats, but if not, the Bitcoin. A Taylor
That's
Swift
weird.
ticket.
Bitcoin.
That's hard. I think a Bitcoin.
What is hard about it?
Taylor Swift ticket.
I don't know.
Choose Taylor, honey.
Taylor Swift ticket.
Taylor Swift ticket.
There is ticket.
In US dollars, it's around $90,000.
Wow, that's crazy. I don't know that. But still, I would still choose Taylor.
What? She would still choose the Taylor Swift ticket over a $90,000 Bitcoin? Holy God. Okay. And we also had I think there was one man in there that said he would take a Taylor Swift ticket. It's a concert. Okay. You have a television. You can watch the concert with surround sound and you don't have to be bumped into by a bunch of sweaty people. It's about the experience and the merch. Like, whatever. A Bitcoin is nearly $100,000. It takes 4.5 Bitcoin to buy a home outright right now. And these people would rather watch a concert than to take a nearly $100,000 piece of magic internet money. What is going on with this world? The people, the plebes, they're still well asleep. There is still plenty of room for activities for Bitcoin as it takes over the world. Now, this was interesting to see. Orange juice is soaring to new all-time highs. Orange juice futures have been out of control for, honestly, the last year, maybe 2 years here. And I don't think I need to stock up on orange juice, but there could be something said for increasing prices in commodities. That's another play people like to do on Wall Street, paddle futures, things of that nature. People always love their orange juice and steaks. So that's something to keep in mind as we go into the conversations about World War III. And I do think I have found, someone brought up a great hedge against World War III on Solana. So we're going to take a look at that as well in the show today. Now, however much you hate the media, I think you need to up those numbers. There's a real article up now from MSNBC. Laken Riley's killer never stood a chance. For all the political controversy surrounding Jose Ibarra, the outcome of his trial was never in doubt. This is so disgusting. Why does a murderer of an American citizen that was here illegally deserve any chance? They don't deserve any chances. You send them, you verify they killed an American citizen. And honestly, we need to bring back tar and feathering. We need to bring back public executions so that they realize you fuck around, you find out. I'm glad that Laken Riley's killer is being brought to justice, but this honestly doesn't even feel like enough from the horrors that this piece of human garbage perpetrated on Laken Riley. Absolutely disgusting. Burned in hell. Now, this at the IRS training center, these are the 87,000 new IRS agents getting ready to figure out how to tax you a little bit more here in the United States. Have fun. It looks like they have a new training program out, and hopefully all of these new cadets can pass the test. Probably going to do great because they probably have great experience doing so. What do we got here? Oh, God. All right. So this is in the conversation of be careful with these meme coins because, boy, howdy, things can get weird real quick. Let's have a listen to this short from a man in the trenches.
They pump you up and then they dump you down. Okay, pump you up and they dump you. They're ruthless. The whales are ruthless in this industry, in this sector, in this metaverse. Can't wait till we live in the metaverse and I could square up with one of y'all whales riding in your digital triple X Maybach Cadillac X collab Ferrari with 2 stores and like a pool on top of it. Okay, you can drive that in the metaverse.
Oh my!
And only whales will be able to. They pump you.
So I could tell he's a little bit upset. This is what happens when you overexpose yourself to meme coins and you don't control your exposure or your risk levels, because you have to keep in mind meme coins are extremely volatile and risky. You may find 1 out of 100, maybe 1 out of 200 that do 200, 300, maybe even 1,000x. But most of them go to die very quickly. So please, for the love of God, as we enter into this new phase, you're going to hear, and it is honestly looking like a meme coin super cycle. We're probably going to end up with a total market cap for all memes coming in between $300 and $500 billion just in the meme coin sector itself. There's going to be a lot of FOMO. There's going to be a lot of conversations about this is the only way to make money in crypto at this point, guys. Come on in. Let me cheat on you. Let me dump on you. And for the love of God, please just exercise some risk tolerance and some analysis on what could happen. That's why I only use about 1% max of my entire portfolio on anything in the meme coin sector. I think, honestly, I think it's about a total of 3% of my portfolio is in memes. I have to be careful about that to protect the capital. Now, also saw this. Speaking of IRS agents going up the rear, Richard Gere is fleeing the United States to live in Spain. Why is he leaving? Kind of a weird look. Richard Gere happily moving to Spain. My wife gave me 7 years in the U.S., and now inexplicably he's leaving because, it's just interesting timing that Donald Trump is elected. He flees. Now, who remembers the hamster or the gerbil that Richard Gere shoved up his rear? Because that story, you can't run away from the story. The internet lives forever. I think, was it a gerbil? Patton McCrotch, yeah, is the gerbil. He shoved a gerbil up his rear. So this guy running off to Spain, probably going to be more accepted to do so. Maybe he's in the Diddy Files, Liberty and Trust. Maybe he is in the Diddy Files. I also saw Ellen DeGeneres is leaving. So what we voted for to get all these wokies out of the country, it's starting to take hold. They're starting to leave, but I still see a bunch of blue haircuts. You're supposed to shave your hair in protest, okay? No more blue hair. It's now a shaved head. You must go smooth and bald. That's the whole word on the street is, at least. So now this is interesting macroeconomic information here. People that are poorer than West Virginia, which is a hard thing to imagine, but Washington, D.C. comes in as America's richest state. The second richest state is New York. Third richest state is Massachusetts. The U.S. average is sitting here at $81,600 annual. Now, Arkansas comes in as the third poorest state at $58,200. Under it, West Virginia at $57K. And Canada below it, Germany below it, Mississippi is America's poorest state coming in at $51,000. And then you got the UK, France, Italy, and Japan. Now, the question is, would you rather be poor in France or poor in West Virginia? Me, personally, I love America. I love really all of the natural beauty that's found here in America. So I'd be choosing America, but that's just me personally. Let's see here. What are your thoughts on Moonwell? Short-term, long-term, midterm, today, yesterday, tomorrow, from J.A. Lucky Getford. Let's pull up Moonwell while it's on my mind here. I am laddering into Moonwell consistently. Started buying it at 7 cents. Let's go check it out. As I saw, we are right at the 5-cent range before we went live here. We're at 5.7 cents. Moonwell has absorbed right around 20 to 30% of all the wrapped Bitcoin within the Coinbase wrapped Bitcoin rollout on the base side. This protocol is competing with Aerodrome in terms of inflows of that. So when I really look at this, it had an amazing pump up to here at about 11 cents. I was talking about just waiting, being patient, finding a fallback to and prove it moment here at the 5-cent range. Here we are. So I feel great stacking the bag. I can tell that there is a bright future in this market for Moonwell. And so I am now building a bag of Moonwell. It's not going to be as big as my Aerodrome bag, but I do look to make Moonwell about 4 to 5% of my overall portfolio just to get good exposure to it and make sure I can experience the gains as they come. I think that wrapped Bitcoin coming to not only Aerodrome and Moonwell, but Drift, Jupiter, Radium, the auxiliaries to Solana also have access to this wrapped Bitcoin. And I think it's going to be just absolutely disgusting what this does for liquidity and bringing DeFi through Bitcoin to these platforms. It's going to be huge. Now, something just blew my mind today. I had to post because I do play Pokemon Go. I did about a year ago. Let's have a listen to what's actually been going on with Pokemon Go. This is shocking.
A scam. Niantic just announced that they have been taking the data from Pokemon Go and using it to build one of the largest geo models for navigation ever. And so basically all the people who've been playing Pokemon Go over the years have been free geo navigators. And they would, when they wanted something to be geolocated or pictures of an area to be taken, they would put Pokemon in those areas so people would go out there and take the pictures and navigate the areas, all while being tracked by their GPS navigation devices. Wow. That's crazy. That's thinking 100 steps ahead.
God damn it. I've been sitting here playing Pokemon Go and feeding a geolocation service that now Niantic is going to sell. Big brain stuff. Shout out to KJam for dropping the membership as well. They're going to be, I guess I was one of the guinea pigs. I like the game though. It was a good game. Okay. And I like Pokemon. So there is that. I don't hate the player. I don't hate the game. They're going to sell the data. Pretty smart, honestly, if you think about it. Now, those who weren't smart failed the biggest IQ test human history has ever seen. What's this one for? It limits your carbon footprint. I had to bring it up. That's what the shot was for. And now we're going to see the results of it over the next 10 years. Changing DNA has results, has consequences, sad to say. And we saw the intentions, the Georgia Guidestones, and all the things that these elites wanted, and half the world abided by it. So, just such a sad situation. Such a sad situation. Let's see, what do we got here? Pam Bondi. This is potentially the next Attorney General for the United States. Let's catch some of her energy to see what we're going to be dealing with on this new Attorney General here.
These criminals made one very big mistake. They wound up in Polk County. And I'll tell you, it's bad enough in one thing to profit from poisoning others, but it's another when you bring drugs from Mexico into our country, California, Texas, Georgia, and end up in our state and do it with impunity. Because when you're in this country illegally and you're doing things illegally, I want to tell you, and you wind up in Polk County, Grady Judd is going to find you, the DEA is going to help them, and my statewide prosecutors are going to lock you up for as long as we can.
God, I love this. This is fantastic. Shout out to Mrs. Bondi here. This is the kind of energy we need. She's standing next to one of the most based sheriffs in the country. You always see this guy calling out the criminals in Florida. One of the most based dudes. Derelict TV too. The sheriff is gangster too. This is a dream team right here. So really love to see this energy spread to White House. This is the energy we need. Now, a little bit of background on our list. Let's read in a little bit more because I want to know what we're dealing with here. An American attorney, lobbyist, politician who's been notably active in both Florida state politics and national politics, particularly during the Trump administration. Born in 1965, Temple Terrace, Florida, she graduated University of Florida with a degree in criminal justice, 87, and later from Stetson Law with a Juris Doctor in 1990. She was admitted to the Florida bar in 1991. Served as an assistant state attorney in Hillsborough County, Florida for over 18 years, focusing on cases ranging from domestic violence to capital murder. She was elected for the 37th and first female attorney general of Florida in 2010, serving from 2011 to 2019. And this is what she did. She did aggressive stance against pill mills, combating the opioid abuse and addressing human trafficking. She also gained national attention for her unsuccessful lawsuit against the Affordable Care Act, known as Obamacare. Good luck getting that through during the last few tenures here. Bondi was part of the President Trump legal defense team during his first impeachment trial in 2020. One of the people that had Trump's back while all of the other snakes in the grass came out and took aim against Trump. He briefly worked at the White House as a special government employee to assist with messaging during Trump's impeachment proceedings. So I'm liking what I'm seeing about Pam Bondi, and really hope that we see justice served to all of these jackasses who've just been coming into the country illegally with no worries, honestly, an expectation of free money, and to rug my grandma, your grandma out of their retirement funds. This shall end now. Now, on the World War III front, this is another view of the ballistic missiles. This is a so-called intermediate range missile, not an intercontinental. It's a MIRV-equipped ballistic missile. And this is just a highlight from it as it was flying. Very, very immense. Imagine seeing this. You're sitting there on your porch and you see a fucking missile like this going through the night sky. This is just a highlight to how the tools of war have changed. And I showed the map of Russian population concentration yesterday. I don't need to do it again, but probably not best to be slinging around those types of things in the current environment that we're in, right? Now, speaking of slinging things around, is this a dude? This is Biden's Deputy Pentagon Press Secretary, Sabrina Singh. Very, very, and I want your thoughts. Is this a dude? Are we dealing with a dude?
It was, can you confirm it was an intermediate range missile? Second, did Russia provide advance warning? And can you give us some sort of clarity on who they call and how much advance notice did they give? And then just thirdly on this, what is the overall U.S. reaction to the missile strike?
It's going to talk. It's going to talk. Hold on.
That he believes Russia has the right to strike
Spit it out.
and take action against countries that provide weapons to Ukraine.
Thanks, Lita. So trying to remember some of the order of your questions. So I can confirm that Russia did launch an experimental intermediate range ballistic missile.
Look at the shoulders.
This IRBM was based on Russia's RS-26 Rubezh intercontinental ballistic missile.
Yeah, we're definitely going to need a package check on this one here. This is suspect. Would not be surprised. I did try to dig through Sabrina's history. There is no mention of gender-affirming care in the history here. Man, I probably just got this channel banned. We need your support more than ever after the words that I just said. Consider becoming a member of the channel here. Yeah, this is very robust features right here. The chin, the jawline, like those hands are huge, right? Yes, spinning head. Now, more information about World War III is here. The United Kingdom is prepared to send its soldiers to fight Russia if it invades a NATO country on the alliance's eastern flank. Rob McGowan, the deputy chief of the British Defense Staff, said on November 21st to Politico and the Kyiv Independent. Now, there's a lot of worry, like, man, what if there is like a World War III situation, man? Like, our bags are going to get hit bad. I think someone found a good hedge against inflation. I can't remember the name of the follower of the show here. Please remind me who you were. You showed me this absolute gem. Let's see if it rugged yet. Nope. This is on deck screener. All right. So $430,000 market cap with $175,000 in locked liquidity. World War III on Solana. Here we are, folks. Now, this thing has had an interesting history. Let's look at it. Back up forward to the trees on this meme coin. It pumped hard right at around June, you know, all the World War III talks, yada, yada, yada. And then as escalations kind of heated up over the past, say, week or two, it's had a survival pump and multiple survival pumps. These line up heavily with the news feed about World War III fears. And degen's gonna degen. You know, I might take a little bit of a couple $100 just to hedge against World War III, because if it does go down, probably going to be pretty bad for crypto, right? But I could see this one having a momentary pump to the moon before an EMP slices all of our electronics away and we're sent back into the Stone Age. I'm just kidding. Or am I? Right? So I'm looking on Dex Screener at this bad boy, kind of tantalized. And honestly, it's trying to sell off, but it's holding this previous shelf that I had here. So good looking out on this project. You go to the overall holders, you're at 2,300 holders. Top traders, not too terrible. You got a couple devs here, but honestly, really not that bad. They're selling for like 10K. And the top holders, let's go here. Top holders, you got like a 3%, 2%, 1%, but it's like a couple $100,000 market cap. The risk to reward for me feels immense on this one, so I might send 100, maybe $200 at it, just in case we enter the next realm of this conflict. So very, very interesting find there. Now, as crypto gets better and better, let's see. Drew, look at Vet's comment. Where's Veteran Crypto's comment? Deadwood, yes. Where is the comment? Say it again. I can't see it. The chat moved too fast for you, Veteran Crypto. Put it in there again, brother. I'll check it out. Now, crypto's getting hot and heavy. Scammers are going to come out of the woodworks. This is Dusty BC Crypto. Welcome back, guys. Your spies won't catch him lacking. He's getting hit up by these scammers. Hello, I'm Zong Ying from Hong Kong. Want to meet some friends of the opposite sex with similar personalities immediately. Which country are you in now? I'm 38 years old. How old are you? Please, for the love of God, just be careful out there. Like, there are so many scammers. All right, let's see here. Veteran Crypto, Trump meeting for peace talks with Russia at Mar-a-Lago right now. What? All right, let's see if we can find it here. Trump, Mar-a-Lago, Russia. Let's see if we can find this breaking news. Shout out to you guys for bringing it up here. Let's see here. Not seeing it yet. Let's see here. Trump. Let's just delete Lago. Let's just delete this and see if we can get the latest here. Man. Let's see here. I can't see it yet. I'm not seeing it on the breaking news side here. Link me in the chat. Let me know where you see this at. I'm not seeing it yet, but I will show this immediately as it breaks. If you can, drop it in the... Oh, he sent me a DM. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, this is from AJ himself. Trump holding a secret global peace summit with the head of NATO in Mar-a-Lago, Florida right now. Very, very interesting. Okay, so he's holding a secret global peace summit with the head of NATO. He's not meeting with Russia. It looks like he's meeting with the head of NATO, which is important. We did talk about Trump and his conversation about pulling the funding away from NATO, thus neutering their ability to keep this damn war going. I really, really hate to imagine a world where my son has to go fight World War III for neocons' intentions. Honestly, it's something I can't even imagine doing and probably will not do. So here we go. And on the terms of being careful of spammers, Troy Lindsay, he highlighted something very crazy. This is a conversation. Casa CEO catches scammer posing as a Coinbase support member in the act of getting them to spill everything. This is someone that's in crypto that got exposed to a scammer calling him. And what they have is a database. It could be linked to a database. This database, Unchained Capital, which had a data leak, email marketing provider impacting clients. Now, what these scammers in some of these locations do is they have a list of everyone that has more than $50,000 in crypto. So they're not going after the small ones because it wastes the scammers' time. But really, if they're targeting people that have a large amount of crypto, and I've seen some people that are experienced in crypto get scammed by these calls from, they act like they're either with Coinbase or whichever exchange you utilize because they have your leaked data from one source or another. Please, for the love of God, just triple, double verify. Never give your seed phrases out. There's no reason to ever do that. And honestly, even if I do get an official call, which I've never from an exchange, I still would be calling the exchange. I'd hang up and then I'd call them back and see like, hey, is there any file of need for communication between me and this exchange? Then they can verify it backwards from there and keep yourself safe, for the love of God. Also, speaking of this, this is the holiday season, and a great way to support the channel is to pick up a cold storage wallet. We have a code BASE20, and you can get your hands on one of these cold storage wallets. You get 20% off. It costs you $80 for one of the easiest to use cold storage wallets on the market. Works absolutely fantastic. And they have great customer support links that I can get people directly for any questions that come up. I know I found one person with an issue. They just sent them a new card and it works flawlessly. So let me know if you need any links, but the code is BASE20 and you get 20% off. Keep your assets off of exchanges. We go into exchanges to buy or to trade, then we take the assets off and put them in cold storage. More important than ever as this bull market heats up. So now we're going to talk about XRP. Okay, we're going to talk about XRP. How high can this project go, right? Because it's obviously woken up. We'll start this by just looking at the general price, okay? So pull this bad boy up, XRP. I think my pops is still like all in on this thing or something. So we got $1.46, still sitting here basically flat from my my entry point on my short here, schlonging it. Got a long on Bitcoin, short on XRP, but there's something to look at here. There is a larger conversation to be had about XRP's price history. We'll go to the weekly to talk about this because actually, it's not going to be horrible. I think that people holding XRP, as you know, they're searching for this white dragon that was the $3 all-time high that was experienced in 2017. This doesn't show it because it doesn't pull all this price history. I just know that it exists, that it's there. And what just happened was that XRP broke out of a triangle. If you look at this backed up all the way, this was a triangle being created. We have the bottom line of support and a triangle going up to the top. It absolutely has broken out of that with conviction as retail speculating on the exit of Gary Gensler and the SEC being essentially what it looks like to be dismantled and rebuilt from the ground on up. So where can this asset go at large? And keep in mind, this is going to go into my selling history of XRP. I bought all of my XRP March of 2020. Let's go here. I'll show you exactly where I bought all of it just for good old time's sake. I bought it here. Okay. So I bought it at 17 cents. Not a bad take, honestly. And I was aggravated because this bull market very muted in comparison to what Cardano and many other altcoins did. And here we had the potential because these higher lows were starting to turn into, lower highs. Look at this. I'm getting a phone call right now. But what just happened is a massive explosion as the surrender of the SEC's lead hater, the player hater of the decade, Gary Gensler, is out. He has resigned. And XRP is accomplished at breakneck speed, $82 billion market cap. Now, if we go to the all-time, just to view what the market cap was when it experienced this massive upflux to $3, the market cap was at $120 billion, and it accomplished a $3 price point. You have to keep in mind when it pulled this amazing move off, much less competition in the realm of altcoins. Now it's dealing with the competition of AI, of real world assets, of a whole slew of different altcoins. But I am seeing still good upside for this project. This is international settlements layer, and it works very fast. Ripple does indeed work with Volante and FedNow. And Brad Garlinghouse, he's been pandering to governments. He's been paying them. And really what it is that, it's probably going to be around for quite some time. It's almost like the OG stablecoin that now we have actual stablecoins. You don't really need them anymore, but it's finding a place. And I wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of DeFi ecosystem built out about this project here. So really what I see here is I would not be surprised to see XRP hold within the top 10 of crypto projects. Now, within that context, I am under the thought that the top 10 of crypto projects are going to have to be $150 billion or more to be considered in the top 10 of crypto at large at the heat of this bull market. Meaning that I do think that XRP is going to breach its previous all-time high in terms of market cap. Now, what does that mean for price? Let's go check it out here, and I will give you my specific thoughts on where I actually think this thing is going. Because the normies, they love this thing. They say retail can't move stuff. Look at what's happened. Now, we kicked the supply up just a bit. You still have a little less than half of the overall supply to come out, but I think we'll be at around 68.4 billion tokens out by the end of 2025. And let's say it accomplishes something incredible. Let's say it accomplishes 3xing its previous all-time high in terms of market cap, accomplishing $360 billion. This is a hyper bullish scenario for XRP right here. Could potentially be up into the $5 range. Now, more likely, here's the bottom end of what I think the top 10 will look like. If it hits this $150 billion mark, then you're still seeing some good upside, $2.27. But with a project that's this old and already this big, it takes a massive amount of money to move that market cap. Regardless of all of our ethos and everything that me and Steve-O feel, I acknowledge it for the size of market cap it is right now, but also have to acknowledge that it's probably not going anywhere, right? It's got, I think, the most partnerships of any crypto project at this point. So, seeing this, I could see, and let's play just kind of in the middle of the road here. Let's say it does $220 billion market cap. That's reaccomplishing that previous all-time high at $3.18, which honestly is not bad upside. It's just that I feel like I could get a little bit more out of the crypto markets, hence why I had a bag of XRP that I swapped to Near Protocol, and then I had a bag of Stellar Lumens, which I put into Maple Finance, because I had both of them. Now let's look at where Near was at the time frame of my sell. And again, I'll highlight this. This is me coming clean. I did not win on this move by a big move, but I will show you that I'm not sad. Let's check it out here. So we got a year's time frame. It was around November, December when I sold this asset, XRP, and it was right around 65 cents was my sell order. Let's go to a little bit more time. Show this here. So it was about 65 cents. I saw the spike and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get out. I'm going to swap this out for Near Protocol. Okay. Where was Near at this same time frame? Let's check it out here to see how bad I lost on this swapping of tokens. Now we go to the yearly time frame, show a little bit more. Oops. What is this? I showed everything. Let's zoom in a little bit. All right. So what was this? November? All right, Near, because I remember it was like $1.80, $1.90 right here in November. I got my Near Protocol for this. Now, this graph sparks more joy than the XRP graph at large, okay? And I don't feel like Near is done. I actually feel like Near currently sitting at number, I'll scoot this over so you can see. It is currently number 21 in terms of market cap size, sitting at a $6.9 billion market cap. But the narrative of AI is right around the corner to come to the masses. The conversation with NVIDIA in March of 2025 is going to be nitrous oxide for the AI crypto sector at large. It's clear as day. You can see it when the NVIDIA conference happened previous in the March-April timeframe of this was the bear market apparently, but Near pumped from $1, it all the way down to $1. I think $50, $40, or $1 flat, all the way on up to $9. Okay, so it 9x'd in the bear market, just on the heels of NVIDIA's conference and the FOMO around the development of AI. Look at how fast AI implementation is coming to the mainstream. I even saw a test commercial for Levi's, the jean company, using AI. the average person has no idea what's coming for them when it comes to AI and how much outsourcing it's going to be doing to the average job. So what we're looking at here is Near protocol and how much upside do I expect for Near. As I said, it is number 21 in terms of size of market cap, but I have a gut feeling that this project is going to end up being around the top 15, top 13 in total projects. Its user interface, Hobus said it as well, the user interface of Near protocol reminds Hobus and myself of early Solana. Easy to use user interface, lots of money coming in, a budding ecosystem under it. It feels very Solana-ish. No, I'm not saying it's going to dethrone Solana, but I think the upside to this project is going to be violent. Now, when we're talking about what is the top 20 to top 10 projects going to look like in terms of market cap in reference to historical data that I have? Well, what I'm looking at is that the top 20 to 10 projects are going to have to be over a $50 billion market cap up to a $150 billion market cap. Quite a range, but that's honestly how things work. The top 10 and then essentially the top 15 really absorb the mass amount of the value within crypto. And then you see the 15 down to the 30, they're picking up the scraps and stuff like that. But at large, the top 20 to top 10 are going to be, in my opinion, between $50 to $150 billion market cap. So what would that do for Near's price? Let's do the low-end price prediction on this first and foremost. And one beautiful thing about Near is its total circulating supply is already out. So I don't have to deal with any inflationary pressures on the token. Now all I got to look is the upside of its comparison in the AI sector. Now, let's say it does breach just by the hair of its chinny chin chin into the top 20 and barely moves from market cap rankings where it sits right now. Let's say it just breaks above $50 billion. You're looking at a $43.56 Near token, or a 6.5x from where it currently sits. But the fun is where I think this thing's actually going to land, which is right at around $100 to $120 billion market cap, being in the top 15 to 13. Now, let's look at what that will look like. Right around here, you end up with a $100 token or an 18x. This is why tokenomics matter. This is why market cap size matters. This is why timing matters when getting in and out of projects. Now, as you saw, I was able to turn a 17-cent XRP token into a 65-cent XRP token. Then I used those gains to purchase a $1.90 Near token, which, in my opinion, has a tangible ability to end up being worth $100, damn near 100x on top of the already 5 to 6x that I got off of XRP to begin with. This is how we compound gains. This is how we stay ahead of the curve, buy things when they're low, sell them when they are high. This is how you do it, folks. So just keep these things in mind and utilize these tools for yourself to figure out your best investment strategies, because things are just looking absolutely delicious. Now, this is a great comment. It's like every day I find a Don Alt tweet I got to talk about. But the XRP bet is essentially a bet on Trump being influenced by the worst crypto has to offer. I think they'll be able to sway him because at the surface, the level of their success and professionalism and richness, can't believe his negative European thinking is actually making him win. I loved this take. And that's it. They've been pandering. They've been lobbying with money, a lot of investor money, but it's worked. And now they're rubbing shoulders with the Trump administration regulation. And I will not be surprised to see Brad Garlinghouse at some of the high-level conversations that's going to be had in the White House and the larger economic model of the United States over the next few years here. I know it's hard for some people to hear, but that's just where I see things going with it. Now, this, absolutely crazy, something I did not see coming. MetaMask will now allow users to swap tokens without requiring Ethereum for gas fees. Holy cow. This is absolutely fantastic for people on the up and come. They got, say, $80 in an Ethereum meme coin, but it cost $100 to get out because of gas fees on MetaMask. Seeing this news, absolutely incredible. I hope to see this actually put into place, because we would see a lot more movement from this sort of rollout here. Now, real quick, I do want to check in on the trades here, see where we're at here. Let's see. All right, so XRP's starting to roll over just a touch. What's the larger conversation going on here, though? So this is on the 30-minute. Let's back this up. MACD, very, very high. In my opinion, likely to come back down just a bit. Okay, it's at a 30% day. Now, the level of support where I could see this thing being held up at, probably around the 35, 33 cent level. I could see XRP just taking a quick haircut back down and kicking back on the way up. So that's great. Let's check in on Bitcoin. I don't think we've broken the $100,000 glass ceiling. This is not an imaginary glass ceiling like Hillary Clinton's BS when she was running for presidency. This is a real glass ceiling, $100,000, a major psychological level. Not quite there. I'm still up. What are we up? I'm up 27% on the trade. XRP trade, I'm up 7.6%. And again, if you want to trade with me on 2Bit, click the link in the description. Use code BASEMENT, capital BASEMENT. Shout out to Elevator Man for dropping even more memberships, man. God damn, you're awesome. Elevator Man, at the peak of this bull market, we're hanging out. Even before then, dude, we got to hang out, man. Let's go shooting. Such an awesome dude. Such an awesome dude. Setting the pace for the support of this channel, helping me keep the lights on, even when Isaac gets sick, and now he's in bed, probably rolling around. He's probably not even awake right now. The poor guy. I wonder about Isaac. And I wonder about Nick is out there making movies and stuff like that, talking about listing some huge list celebrities and shit. I've got to bring the band back together. And with your guys' support, I can get there. For the love of God, I can get there. Shout out to you, Elevator Man. Matthew King, thank you very much for gifting the membership as well. Fuck, man, you guys are awesome. Now this, SWE enters a strategic partnership with Franklin Templeton Digital Assets to support the ecosystem growth and advance blockchain technology solutions. Franklin Templeton, one of the major asset managers here in the United States, partnering up with SWE to support the ecosystem and advance the blockchain tech solutions sector. This just means another nod from the largest asset managers that they are in it to win it, that they are diving headfirst into cryptocurrency, which is, it's pretty incredible to think about, that this is actually the time where it really is happening. I've been looking for this time frame for years, multiple cycles in crypto. You guys that just got in when we started this show, this is going to be the most life-changing bull market of our lives. Green Day profits, dropping the 5 memberships as well. You guys are making my heart smile. Holy cow. I really, really appreciate you. Now, I did say, I can't remember who it was, but they super chatted twice yesterday, and I missed this super chat. So I think Horizon is the project, and I'm going to look at this project just from the outside looking in, okay? Now, when I go to the website, I saw a red flag. Not a horrible red flag, but a little bit of a red flag. It's the era of privacy that they're talking about. We're talking about the pain in some projects is when they are only focused on privacy. It gets a little difficult for the upside, but maybe now that we see the banning of CBDCs and the rekindling of that zest for freedom and personal rights, maybe we can see privacy coins pump. This is looking like it's a layer 1 platform with for developers to build privacy-focused applications. Choose from multiple proof verifiers to tailor your dApps, enhancing performance and trust across digital ecosystems with innovative zero-knowledge technology. So I do really like how it's moving into the zero-knowledge technology conversation. I think that's going to be a pretty big talking point for this bull market. Let's look at the graph and see how the graph speaks for itself. So, one thing I'm seeing here, first of all, I like this. I like how the entire circulating supply is out, but the max supply, 21 million Zen. So there's not too much room for more token unlocks. Let's see if we can get any data just on the fly here on token unlock. So we got a token unlock coming in, let's see here, January. That is about January. It looks like it's coming up pretty quickly and a pretty sizable token unlock. Not all of them, but it looks like it'll pump up from 15 mil up to about the 19 million token circulating area. And we do have to keep in mind, once the total amount of tokens are out, then the VCs kind of less inclined to pump it, right? You got early investing VCs that want to pump these things so that they can dump into a pump on investments. This kind of scaring me how there's no more unlocks to come. Honestly, it's kind of inverse to how reality should work. Here's Render OG. Price prediction of Render AI will dominate this run, and would love to know where you think Render is going. Thank you, buddy. I absolutely would do that. Thank you for the super chat, $4.99 super chat. And I think, hold on, I think I missed another super chat from Matthew King. You guys' support, it's overwhelming. Let's see here. So I got to go to studio. I'm doing this live. Don't have my other set of arms here. He's sick. Isaac, I really hope you feel better. Hey, buddy, I really do. Give Isaac some thoughts and prayers here. Ooh, basement meetup north of the border. Love you, Drew. How close are you to Fargo, MVino? I have a lot of family in Fargo, and I actually do have plans to get up and see my family up in that area. They're like Billings, North Dakota, Billings, Montana, Bainville, Montana is where the family originates from. Let me know if you know where Bainville is. Probably nobody, but it's a town of like 300 people with one store. Amazing fries. Let's see here. All right, so we got this. Also, I got to show this. So AVAX, $40, Bitcoin, 100K. Well, all right, so I think Matthew is asking for AVAX price prediction, question mark. I know that AVAX is right at $40 right now, and that is essentially where things are at. Bainville is dead to Patrick. I have great memories from that place, Dad. Don't do this to me. All right, so now we're looking at this Horizon project. Once the unlocks are kind of done, we're right on the heels of it. Like, yeah, it'll probably pump and could potentially repeat the previous FOMO. But if VCs have nothing to really dump into, and there's not more tokens being released to them in the future, the pump-mentals for this project better come quick. Now, at large, it does have two higher highs in terms of bull market tops. This is important and making me happy to see, is that it had a original all-time high back here in 2017, around 2018, right in line with when Bitcoin had its top. A very fast, violent move as well. You gotta notice how violent the upswings. Like, the getting is good on this project for a very short time frame. So this is you hold it and sit in pain for a long time, and then all of a sudden you wake up one month and you're up thousands of % or whatever, you sell. Now, it experienced another all-time high of $150 here in May of 2021. This is in line with Bitcoin's first original peak, but lower high on the second peak within that bull market. Now, it has gone back down and really kind of just in the trenches once again. Oh, incoming holiday presents post that Addy. I got to get you my address then, Sack Nasty. You know what? We're hanging out. I'll do this. Let's do this. 3102 Cobb Parkway Northwest. What is my address here? This is so terrible. You guys are going to see. 3102 Cobb Parkway Northwest, Kennesaw. Probably see a picture of our building. This is it, right? Yeah. All right. I'm going to post this in the, if you guys want to send me ornaments and stuff, that's great. I do have the Christmas tree with me right here with the ball sack. The ball sack original. This has tiny hairs on it too. Very much appreciate that support. All right. So I'm going to copy this, put it into the chat here. All right. There we go. There we go. Just put that in and I'll pin it just so you guys can find it here. So, all right, I'm looking back at this thing. I take your guys' super chat seriously. Sometimes I miss them because I'm just got 100,000 thoughts going through my mind here, but I want to show the appreciation for your support of the channel. So, Horizon, I think it's going to pump again. I think that the pump might be hard. It might be hard to break this all-time high. You might be wanting to look in this kind of $100 to $70 range, just because it's a privacy coin and they have less token releases upcoming after January of 25. So kind of think about that. But honestly, this is a high risk, extremely high reward project. Just from looking at the graph from the outside looking in, as long as they stay active and are well noticed on X, this is also important. If they don't have good notice on X and good movements, whose address is that? I walked into another room. That address is the studio address. I don't know what the P.O. box is. What is the P.O. box to us? I don't know. Let's see here. P.O. box. Let's see here. I don't know. I got to get the P.O. box from Tim upstairs, I think so. Yes, it's Hit Network. So I'll get the P.O. box for you guys as soon as I can. This project, though, guys, like, I don't know, because I go to the Twitter here, got 150,000 followers, right? So wow, that's a lot of followers. You go and look at even the pinned tweet here, only has 43 likes. The next one, 43 likes, 12 likes, 11 likes, not many likes, 23. I don't think anyone's paying attention to this project. And that makes me uncomfortable. If I am getting in on it, this stuff worries me. If I'm not seeing any real juicy involvement from community psycho-handing this thing, kind of get worried about it. Just be careful about that. Be careful. Oh, and it looks like C90 dropped the, what is this? P.O. Box is 193. Okay. Thank you, C90 FTW. It's funny. People think that I'm afraid of people knowing where I work. I am unafraid. So now let's go look at Render. Let's see here. $7. Man, that $5 entry point, that was a squeeze, huh? Oh, look at the double bottom on that Betty. Jesus, Murphy. $4.3. Okay, so you had a double bottom with conviction formed at $4.30 right here. That is absolutely delicious. Now, in terms of AI narrative positioning, absolutely beautiful. Circulating supply, 517 million tokens out. Total supply at 532. The max supply is 644. Nearly the entire supply is out. That's great. Now we're sitting here at number 32. I think that Render probably be looking at, I'd say it could accomplish like number 20 to number 17 in terms of size of market cap. That'd put it basically between 50 to 80 billion dollars in market cap. So let's check it out. Let's see what that would look like. Between 50 to 80 billion dollars. Currently sitting at this is the upside that I'm talking about. So $3.7 billion is the current market cap. Let's go here. So where is Coin Perspective? Because I'm telling you, this Render's positioning in the AI sector, absolutely wonderful. And really has a very good use case, rendering and doing decentralizing graphics processing is a major need. We don't have to cook the supply up too much because we're already basically there. And we go to a market cap. Let's say it just gets right under the lower estimate of this. You're bringing it up to an $88 per token level or an 11x. Now, if it gets to the upper echelon of what I'm thinking here and does touch near that $80 billion mark, let's see here. So you'd be getting up to $150. Absolutely crazy upside and a huge difference in token price just from being able to add another. That's something pretty incredible to note here. So the difference from a $50 billion market cap to an $80 billion market cap is insane. That's absolutely insane. So as long as Render can stay positioned as being one of those major integral pieces for AI technology to move forward and be instituted with a lot of different companies that are looking to use it for graphics processing. I think that you could be looking at it breaking into the top 20, and that'd be it leapfrogging a couple projects here. Currently, it's sitting, I believe, at number 32. So we'd have to do some leapfrogging here. Might get a little gay along the way, but I could see it breaking it. That's like a bullish scenario. Now, if it does get stuck within the top 30, you know, the bottom end of the top 30, I'm thinking is going to be around $25-30 billion. Let's see what that would be looking like just to be safe here. Let's bring it down to a $30 billion, maybe even $25 billion. You're still looking at a 5X. If it barely moves in terms of market cap ranking, you're still looking at damn near a 6X. If it does accomplish that 35 bill, you're looking at an 8.5X. So honestly, pretty damn good upside for Render. And yeah, I mean, I think that people that are positioned in AI tokens, the getting gets good real quick. And it's all focused around, all eyes are on NVIDIA. Okay, NVIDIA is the largest market cap company on the planet right now. So where do you think all the eyes are going to go? It's just, you really, really have to acknowledge where the world is moving at large, position yourself ahead of those gains, and then buy Bitcoin with it and homes with it. Bitcoin and real estate. Rolling back into Bitcoin and homes. Okay, that is my first and foremost goal. Check back in on the trades one last time before I let you guys go. Let's see what we're looking at here. So, where is this? Derivatives, perpetual. Let's see if I could bring it up here. I see it on my phone. Honestly, I'm sitting here pretty flatline. I'm not really missing out on anything. The Bitcoin long is up by 35%. That's cool. And XRP absolutely flatlined. So maybe I'll cut the XRP short because this thing is not seeming to want to roll over. Let's see where we're at. Man, she's trying to hold on. She's like Wilson Phillips in the early 90s. Just hold on. We'll see where this goes. I don't know. I still feel like I got a chance at snagging this thing back down to $1.37, $1.35. But time will tell. Now, everyone out there that's positioned above this crypto mega cycle that we're seeing, I am so proud of you guys for being able to lean into all the fear that's going on right now on the mainstream media. All they can talk about is Putin and Russia, and all this scary shit that they're trying to sell the average person to stay out of the markets. My God, it is time to lean into this danger. We are absolutely set up to change our lives. I love you guys. Appreciate every single one of you. And until next time, I bid you adieu. Goodbye.